All right, fellas. Tyler, back in the swamp again, and today I have something very special for you. If you work out at home, and I'm sure some of you do, you can know how expensive weightlifting equipment is. It's very expensive. It's very annoying, honestly. And so, being that I train at home, sometimes you have to make your own equipment, which I've done sometimes. I've done, a little parallel. I've made little things here and there. But today we're doing something special. I used a seal row for the first time a couple of months ago when I was working out with my friend Chris at Power Bell Gym. And that is such a good back exercise. And I really have no way to do it at my home. Because the bench that I have, if you can see, there's an under part. See this? So even if I stack that up high on weights or something like that, the bar is going to hit that. So the way around that is this. I was actually watching a video, and it was about how to make a glute bridge hip thrust bench. And basically, if you have a rack, like I do, this is my rack, all you're going to want to do is figure out the distance between the posts, these two posts, right? I got my wood here. All you got to do is figure out what the distance between those is, have a piece of wood cut that'll fit in between there. And then, basically, all you're going to do is make a frame. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Okay, you're going to make a frame so that you can drop it right in place. I mean, pretty simple, right, guys? So, what I have here is 3 2x4s. And I have these are going to hang over the edge of the railings, right? And then I have 2 2x6s, and this is going to drop right in between, just like I showed you. So really the assembly is quite simple. You know what I mean? You're just going to, pop some nails or drill some screws in this piece. And then here's the second one that I'm going to lay right here. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Fellas, you got to remember, this is my home gym, okay? There is going to be nothing fancy about what I'm about to do. And so all I did was to keep it in place. I just threw some duct tape on it so it stays in place while I put the screws in. Okay, so I'm just going to start putting in the screws. Nice and easy. You don't have to go too crazy on these screws, guys. You just want to make sure that it's locked and held tight. So I'm going to put screws probably 1, 2, and 3, and then I'll do 1, and then I'll do some on the outsides. But really, it shouldn't really take assembly of this thing. If the boards are cut, should not take long at all. All right. There we go. Try and make sure that the screws are flush. There you go. And then I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to put a couple more screws here. I'm going to flip it over and just put a couple, tack it in from the other side, and we're done. 2 more. I'm going to put 2 more up here near the top and 2 more down there near the bottom. We're going to flip it over and do the same thing, kind of. Not bad. It's looking pretty dang good, if I say so myself. Pretty self-explanatory, guys. But, one of these benches might cost you a couple $100, man. And I just don't have money to play around like that. This wood cost me 40 bucks. Actually, I think 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Make it myself, and then, I have one forever. And it's not going to go anywhere. It's freaking wood. You know what I mean? So, here we go. Let's do this now. Just for... Whoa. Yep. Now I'm just going to go 2, 2, 2. So 6 more screws and we're done. That's it for the screwing part. Look at that. There you go. Now, let's try this. All right, so now we're gonna just do a rep here, test it out, see if the frame is nice and sturdy. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so here I am. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Tyler, that's bare wood. What are you gonna do? Well, there's a couple things that you could do. And here's what I'm gonna do, right? You could go and buy foam and vinyl, things like that. Is it really necessary though? I don't think so. Get yourself a couple of these bad boys, okay? These cheapo whatever mats. And all you're gonna do is cut them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duct tape them on there. And then boom, then you're not laying on wood. You're laying on like nice padding, right? This isn't really going anywhere, right? Because you're flush up against your post. However, you might want something on this side right here, right? So we're just gonna measure here to here, right? We're just gonna measure this little gap. And we're gonna put a piece of wood, we're gonna tack a piece of wood right here, just so there's no chance of this falling down. Okay, fellas, so I made a line across, right? So all we're gonna do, we're gonna place a piece of wood, just like that, just on the line. We're gonna tack that in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna tack this one in, and I'm gonna put another one right on top, just so it's perfectly secure, so I know that it's not going anywhere. Might wanna give about a 1/4 inch of give there. So now, you can see this little gap, that's gonna fall. That's gonna go right along here and keep it from moving, okay? Okay, fellas, so you see, I got it set in place. All I'm gonna do is wrap these mats around, hit it with some duct tape, and that's it. I'm gonna fold it, bend it in place, and then put a piece of duct tape there to hold it, and then we'll strap it up after. Make sure it's even. We're gonna go just like so, right? Okay. Nothing fancy about this, guys. This is a cheap alternative. One thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a little knife and make some cuts, so it just makes it easier. Now that we got that out of the way, we got the cuts out of the way, we're gonna flip it back over. And I'm doing this in real time, guys. I haven't done this before, so. Preliminary padding on there. And now all I'm gonna do is just wrap in the duct tape. I mean, that's really it, guys. And that's it, guys. There you have it. That's it. We're done. So, finished product. Slide it on in. There. There, I might have to trim up a little bit here and there. All right, so here we go. You can see the top. That's it, guys. Nothing fancy, but it's gonna get the job done. All right, there's a barbell. I'll do a couple of reps. Okay. Here we go, right here on top. This is nice and matted now. No problem there. Whoops. Matter of fact, let me move this out. I'm gonna bust this mirror. There we go. Nice and matted. Blah, blah, blah. Fancy. Here we go. So right here on the mat. And then just gonna go boom. Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. $50. Done.